Hey guys, it's YOLOMaster69 here, and today we're doing another weapon guide. Quick update. I'm sorry for missing Tuesday and Thursday this week. It's just been crazy at work because, well, I work at a movie theater. Frozen just came out. And it's Thanksgiving, you know, or Thanksgiving week. It's currently Sunday, but to make it up to you guys, today we're doing a 2-for-1 episode. So all that stuff out of the way, let's see what we're making today. So today we're going to be building the M16 SAW. I do realize that a lot of these builds are on the M4, which it's been a coincidence so far, but I'm gonna start branching out to other weapons because frankly a lot of these M4 builds are I'm doing too many of them. Let's get some variety in here after this. So starting next week I'm gonna try looking for some builds that don't use the M4. So this is the M16 squad automatic weapon. This is what we have on it right now. We have the M16 Grenadier stock, well, the barrel and the stock of the M16. I have a 60 round magazine, a sleight of hand, and a bipod. So to make this weapon you're gonna want the OG, which most of the variants I've been doing so far have used the OG, but you don't need to have the OG if you don't want to, but if you want to complete that look, it helps to have it. So there, just like it was before. If you want to, you can put an optic instead of like a perk, or instead of the bipod. You don't necessarily You don't necessarily need the bipod or the sleight of hand. Although the real life one does have a bipod, so if you want to be accurate, I suggest the bipod. And if you want to optic, I guess get rid of the perk slot. And the other weapon we're going to be building today is the M16A3. Which it's going to use the Corvus custom marksman barrel, M16 stock, the tack laser, the stippled grip tape, and the frangible wounding. You don't need to have the tack laser or the stippled grip on this weapon for it to be the M16A3, although I highly recommend these two attachments because you will aim down sights a lot faster. Because both of the stock and the barrel, since they're a lot longer than the base M4 stock, it's going to take you a while to aim down sights. So this will bring it back up to speed and kind of counteract all that. It'll counteract all the cons of the M16 attachments while still making it longer range, less recoil, more usable. And it's gonna be full auto, because burst in this game is very trash. Like, unless you're using the FR556, then burst is good. But burst, like as a perk, is complete trash in this game. Alright. Plus, I think it's the A4 that's the one that's burst. The A2 and the A4 are the burst M16s. The A1 and the A3 are the full auto versions. I remember that because I remember Battlefield had both versions. Battlefield 4. Or not Battlefield 4. Battlefield 3. Alright, so we're gonna go into a custom match. Sorry about that. I should have had these pre-made already. Oh yeah, bipod. Motherfucker. Okay, there. So, how about them COPPA regulations, am I right? It's definitely gonna hurt every channel on YouTube, and it looks like it's gonna be a bitch, man. I want to be optimistic about it, but it's so hard to, considering everything. Okay. It's so vaguely worded that I feel like it's gonna do nothing but hurt the website. And it's honestly got me kind of afraid to upload, even though I'm not even a well-known channel or anything. But it's like, dude, like that shit is gonna affect everyone site-wide. It's gonna affect your favorite creators. It's gonna affect people with like 3 viewers like me. Dude, it's gonna fucking no bueno at all. Let's just say that. Alright, we're gonna play. Let's just test it on speedball with like. There. We're gonna just put a shit ton of bots. I don't want to make this portion of it too long. Let's just put 20 points, 3 minutes. Honestly, this is gonna be a lot faster than that. So, alright. It'd be kind of funny to have these gunfight maps in regular like 6v6, but it'd be so hectic. Alright, so I'm gonna use the A3 right now. Where the fuck is everyone? Okay, now they're spawning. Alright, so
we've got enemy
this is the recoil when you're not ADSing. Alright. Yeah, this thing basically has no recoil.
Enemies in the area.
Which, I mean, an M16 shouldn't really have any recoil. 5.56 is not that heavy of a round.
We're in control.
Alright.
We're halfway there. Keep fighting.
Where the fuck are they? Damn. Alright, let's use the SAW. Alright. So for the SAW, basically the same as the A3 in terms of recoil and stuff. You guys know how the M4 is, so it's
textbook. Well done.
It's not a huge difference in between how it's gonna perform in terms of hip fire and stuff. I'll say from using these 2 guns already, like extensively, prior to even making this video, because this is a loadout I've tested before, is they're actually pretty usable. So, alright. Let's go into the trip. Alright, so the M16A3 is a modified version of the A2 that's been used by a lot of units in the US military, mostly by Navy SEALs. It's got the semi-safe and fully automatic modes of fire instead of burst fire like the A2. But otherwise, it's externally identical to the M16A2. So if the M16, there's not a lot that I can say about it that you guys don't already know, considering that it is the standard for our military infantry. At least for these variants, but it's a pretty fucking badass gun that's iconic to Call of Duty, and I'm honestly kind of shocked that it didn't get its own Like, I'm kind of shocked that it didn't get its own weapon, and that it's just a variant of the M4, which, I mean, it's understandable, but at the same time, I guess it would be identical to the M4, except it'd be burst, other than single fire, or not single fire, it'd be burst instead of full auto, which wouldn't be like a huge deal, I suppose. So the M16A3 was first adopted into the US Army in 1996, but it didn't become getting issued until 1999. And then it was mostly used around 2003 during the Iraq War, alongside the A4 and the M4. Fires 5.56 just like any other M16. Let's get into the M16 squad automatic weapon, because that's a much more interesting. So the M16 squad automatic weapon is also known as the Colt automatic rifle, or the Colt light machine gun. It's 5.56 like any other M16 variant. It is based on the A2, A4, although it does have the different handguard, and it has an integrated bipod into the system, which they didn't have the squared off handguard necessarily, so I used the M16 Grenadier handguard for this one, since it still kind of does resemble the actual handguard that the M16 SAW has. In Denmark, they use the LSV, which is the light support weapon, which is basically M16 SAW with a 100 round beta drum mag and an ACOG sight. It was introduced in 1982. It weighs 5.78 kilograms unloaded. It has a 20-inch barrel. It's direct impingement like any other M4. It shoots at 750 rounds per minute. It has an effective range of 600 meters, which, just like any other AR-15. So the interesting thing about this, the M16 squad automatic weapon, is that it's just not something that's mentioned a lot. I guess a lot of the variants for the M4, M16 that you see mentioned nowadays are more just like the regular rifles. Sometimes you see DMRs, sometimes you see like PDW style, or like the short-barreled rifles. You don't really see like a lot of squad automatic weapon type ARs. So it's just very interesting to see that. And this is like a slight spoiler alert, but this gun is so much fun to use in multiplayer. I mean, both are, but I mean, it's because it's an M16, and we've all kind of agreed as a community that the M4 is kind of overpowered in this game. So let's test it out in actual game. Loading into a match here. Shoot house as usual. Let's see when this is gonna load. Oh, domination. Cool. I can use both then. Alright. Raise the A3 first. Actually, no. Let's use the squad. Automatic version.
Capture and defend the objective. We're taking Alpha. Alpha secure.
Let's see. Fuck. Alright.
Securing Bravo.
With the bipod, you want to stay crouched. Get that recoil bonus.
Securing Charlie. Hostiles are taking Alpha.
Oh wait. Same side? Okay.
Assist your team at us. Hostiles have Alpha. Allied cluster strike inbound. Bravo. Got a personal radar drone ready for escort.
Copy, Jaguar 3-0.
Captured Bravo.
Okay.
Assist your team at Bravo. Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover. Securing Alpha. We've lost Bravo. Friendly UAV overhead. Securing Alpha. Assist your team at Charlie. Alpha secure. We've lost Charlie.
This is Jaguar 3-0. Personal radar is bingo.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Enemy near Main Street.
Enemy personal radar in the air. Enemy care package inbound. Enemy holds 2 objectives. Securing B. We're losing ground. Step it up. Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover.
Enemy in the office.
Enemy care package inbound. Securing B. Enemy shield turret on the field. Got a personal radar drone. Enemy care package inbound. Care package arriving on station. We're taking Charlie.
Copy.
Fuck. Alright. This is the A3.
Securing C. Enemy personal
Shit.
radar in the air. We're holding Charlie. Securing Bravo. Hostiles at Alpha, go. Enemy precision airstrike, take. Securing Bravo.
X-ray spotted
Assist your
in
team
back alley.
at C. Securing Bravo.
Jaguar 3-0.
Enemy holds all objectives. Securing B. Securing Alpha. Alpha secure. halfway there. Step it up. They've got 2 objectives. Keep hitting them. We're taking Charlie. Losing up. We're on Bravo. Stand by. Charlie.
Motherfucker.
We've lost A. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy cluster strike incoming. Losing C. Allied cluster strike inbound.
Enemy in order.
Hostiles at Charlie. Gone. Securing Bravo. Got out. Friendly care package inbound. Hostiles are taking Charlie. Charlie. Securing Bravo.
Copy. Jaguar 3-0 en route from...
We've got Bravo. Cluster strike incoming. Take cover. Care package arriving on station.
Enemy at the office. Good copy. Nomad 2-2 on approach for drop.
Enemy shot. We've got 2 objectives. Lock it down. Cluster strike is go for Lord. Losing Bravo.
Wrong. Fuck. Okay.
We're on Charlie. Stand by.
This is Jaguar 3-0.
Motherfucker.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
Load 0, good copy. Cluster strike.
Hostiles. Lead back up at Bravo. Lead back up at Bravo. Hostiles have Alpha. Securing Charlie. Capture
Holy shit,
Charlie.
that lag.
Assist your team at Bravo. Must be. Taking Bravo. Assist your team at C. We're on Alpha. Stand by. Captain Alpha. Back on Charlie.
Enemy at the forklift.
Enemy care package inbound. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy shield turret on the field. Got a personal radar drone ready for
Enemy at the
escort.
forklift.
Enemy holds 2 objectives. Take it. Securing C.
Got it.
Cruise missile, go for launch. Run Bravo, stand by.
Copy.
Enemy at the forklift.
Jaguar 3-0.
We're holding from...
Direct hit.
Enemy at the center.
Assist your team at B.
Holy shit, my screen is like tilted. Alright.
We're on Charlie, stand by. We're holding Charlie.
This is Jaguar 3-0. Personal radar.
We're on Bravo, stand by. He's back up at Alpha. Hostiles are taking... Securing B. Enemy care package inbound. Hostiles
Ah,
on Charlie.
fuck. Okay.
We've got Bravo. Enemy VTOL in the AO. We've lost Bravo. Personal radar drone ready for escort. Not out. Let's go. Care package arriving on station. B. Enemy holds your sector. Take 'em back.
Damn, I did trash in that game. Oh.
Enemy at the cargo container.
Oh, actually, I didn't do as bad as I thought I did. I mean, I went negative, but I thought I did way worse than that. Alright, so is the M16A3 and the M16 SAW a weapon I would recommend using? Yes, although, to get as much benefits as possible from using it, what you're going to want to do is, when you're using the SAW, you want to crouch or prone or mount as much as possible to even get a good use of that bipod. Alternatively, you can use like the operator foregrip or some other foregrip in place of that bipod. Although, if you're using it how it is with the bipod, the bipod's not really useful if you're not crouching down or if you're not like sliding into your shots. So it does take a bit of adjustment to your playstyle, I suppose. Although in the end, it's an M4, and we all know how the M4 is in this game. So, I mean, you do get the benefit of obviously the double mag capacity and the higher damage, the higher ballistics for both variants. So I do recommend both variants. They're both pretty fun to use, and they're both useful variants. I'm sure there are more meta M4 variants out there to use, but hey, they're fun, and that's all that really matters in a video game. So, as I mentioned earlier, sorry for the late uploads. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.